strange geological stuff. It's just, yeah, I hope it's a premonition of something good, Teddy, obviously. Come on.
Yeah, obviously. Speaking of signs in the sky, it's Secure Team 10. I really don't care for their channel too much, but they did post a video of what they called a portal over New Jersey. And it's kind of like a flashing electrical, like a ball lightning in the sky. I just thought it might be an interesting video you might want to look at.
Portal over New Jersey. Maybe it's just some kind of dump material. I mean, they got a lot of things going on in New Jersey.
I don't know if it was if it was on their channel, but there's one with a portal open. It's a great CGI, but it's like a ring that's open. It's like a blue ring, and you could. Someone took a picture.
Was that the one in the room where he had like the speakers and it opened up a portal to Sedona?
I don't know. This was somebody was flying in an airplane and they were filming outside the window, and off to the bottom right, this blue oval ring. It's floating in the sky, and people. I'd have to find that link or something, but it's not like things were flying in and out of the ring, but like they're like, oh, it's a portal, It almost looked like the reflection of the front of an engine housing of a jet, like the oval shape, but just placed out further into the sky.
I just brought up, I'll tell you what you're describing. It comes from cool. The Daily Star UK. Footage has emerged that proves something huge is about to happen in space, according to the outrageous claims online. But if you look at the footage, Space Force, it could be Space Force. We don't know. But there are flashing lights in the sky, whether it's a portal or not, or some sort of ball lightning. But it's very intense the way it's glowing, popping, and it almost looks like if someone placed a strobe light in the sky that is not set to a certain time intervals. It looks like that. It's bizarre. I'm gonna see if there's any sound accompanying this.
There's sound. It sounds like a Tesla coil.
It does sound like some sort of electrical emission, and it kind of dances. It's well above the tree line, and it's hard to determine exactly how far away it is. But that is definitely interesting. Whether it's a portal or not, who knows? But
dude, if you saw that further up in the sky, you'd be like UFO.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Well, because of the way it's flashing in a triangular shape.
So what was like if you listen to the Secure Team 10, they said it was a portal, but did they have any other speculation on what it could be?
I have no clue about all that. I just thought it was interesting, and the popping noises were nuts. I just wondered how you would even fake something like this. It'd be hard getting the lighting right and.
Beyond CG, I don't know how to do it, like a practical, real-world effect like that. I'm sure it's possible. Maybe through use of a drone. You could attach something to a drone and get it up in the sky. If you had the light bright enough, it would obfuscate the appearance of the drone. I don't know, but that's one way. But this is recorded late at night. It reveals what appears to be a light showing. Be a light show going on in the sky. Witness claimed the strange phenomenon was like an electrical storm, but there were no reports of the event. The video was uploaded to YouTube on July 5th, where it has racked up more than 8,500 hits, but has gained mass popularity after being shared on the well-known conspiracy channel Secure Team 10's website and YouTube page. You got that?
Space Force.
Got it.
Well, there it is, and there's some still images. There's other footage from the site I mentioned before, Mr. MBB333, of another light show at the bottom of the page. But that could be a rocket. But I don't know. There's a lot of goofy stuff going on now.
Yeah.
We're looking at Firebirds and Thunderbirds. We have portals in the sky. Trump's talking about Space Force.
Space Force.
Russians are everywhere. Who knows what fuck's going on?
There's definitely like maybe 2, maybe 4 flashes, but we don't know. It could be more.
It could be 2, could be 4. It's indeterminate at this time. Ted, you got anything else for us?
I just hope Mothman doesn't show up. That's about all.
Yeah, that guy.
Mothman flies through the middle of it.
Well, that guy.
We're all fucked.
If you remember,
we're totally fucked.
I don't know how well versed in Mothman you are, but the visions and sightings of Mothman usually preceded events of disaster.
Yes.
Right.
You know, when you see
That's what scared me.
Yeah, when you see these signs, these weird creatures come about, they usually precede disaster, or they like Bigfoot sightings of Sasquatch are usually seen after a massive UFO event. Absolutely, and you will only see a few Bigfoot after UFO, not many.
2? Yeah. Maybe 4?
Maybe 4 Bigfoot. All right, Teddy.
Five,
thank you
maybe?
No, we don't have. No, not 5. Maybe 4.
Oh, okay. Maybe 4. All right, you guys have a good one.
Thank you, Teddy.
It'll
Bye.
be huge. I know that.
Yeah. For anybody listening to the audio only, this is another reason why you should really tune into the live show and/or check out the YouTube. But we're showing this stuff on screen, and Teddy calls up there with just a great recommendation of this portal in the sky. It's very interesting. Like the camera's shaky and the flashing light moves. Not to say you can't do CG tracking like that, but another curious piece of footage that is not easily explained away. Other than if you want to call it a hoax, fine, just call it a hoax, say it's fake. But if it's real, what is it?
Ding.
You know, that's the thing with Secure Team. You know, I remember like 10 years ago, you'd be watching them dudes. You're like, holy shit, man! You know, when you're really diving into like the whole YouTube culture, looking up ufology and anything, you know, crypto stuff like that. But I think as obviously if you move forward in time now, and it sucks. I would say it sucks for them mostly because if they do have something good, you're going to be like, it's bullshit.
Well, James, we have a caller.
This man claims he has been to the year 6000.
Hey, Angry Leprechaun, what's going on?
Hey, you guys ever play the Stalker games made in Ukraine?
The Stalker games in the Ukraine?
Yeah, it's a game series that takes place. It's a game series that takes place in the Chernobyl exclusion zone, and basically there were a lot of experiments conducted there, and there was another explosion and this is in the game series, and there was another explosion at the CNPP in 2011, and it caused a lot of really weird shit to go on. And one of the things weird shit is called an emission, where basically the sky lights up like in this video, and it's basically just a huge radiation storm that kills everyone who's caught in it unless you're indoors. So that's what that reminded me of.
So the game, like the first person shooter game, Stalker, is what you're talking about, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. I haven't played it, although it gets rave reviews from a lot of people.
Oh, they're fantastic.
Yeah, it looks cool. Is this like so the entire game is based around Chernobyl?
Yes. There's 3 of them.
And it looks fun. Can I play this on Steam with anybody? Is it multiplayer?
There is a multiplayer, but it's not ever like utilized.
Okay.
But the campaigns are a lot of fun, but the learning curve in that game is steeper than any other game I've ever played.
So you said in this game there are light emissions in the sky, and what was that due to?
It was due to just weird shit going on, and they come from the Chernobyl nuclear power plant, CNPP, and basically you don't really know what's all in it, except for there's a lot of radiation, and if you're caught outside in it, it will kill you in the game.
Well, you know, so when it comes to like geological and ground-based events, there have been massive reports of people right before like tectonic plates moving and earthquakes, that there will be earthquake lights in the sky. And I wonder if what was happening in New Jersey is not unlike that, where the pressure from plates going up against each other creates some sort of electromagnetic disturbance or ejection from the plates into the sky and creates those lights. Not unlike UFOs or what you can see that you can see UFO like type lights around volcanic activity, preceding earthquakes. So maybe something like that's going on here and in Yellowstone as well. But what we saw in Yellowstone, that looked like a goddamn bird.
Yeah. If you just Google Stalker emission, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay, Stalker emission.
Yep.
I'll bring this up on screen. Okay. I see it. It looks like one of the scariest electrical storms you could ever be a part of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's so what we saw in the New Jersey footage is not unlike that, although the New Jersey footage looked much smaller in scale to what appears in this game. Very interesting.
Yeah, but that's just what it reminded me of. So it could be something like paranormal or something like that, or something that's a result of some sort of geomagnetic dicking around with the atmosphere.
Yeah, it could be that.
Could be a crackhead.
Could be a crackhead too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta look out for the crackheads fucking with the sky.
Yeah,
I mean,
time.
it happens all the time.
Crazy synchro with these images, man. I've been playing Mad Max, and the storms in that game are just like this. They're crazy electrical storms that chase or just hitting anything metal. It's a wasteland. It's the same type looking material. These storms roll in, and it's like 5 minutes of just insanity.
I wonder if since we are all conditioning ourselves in playing these games and our minds' expectations, and we're brainwashing ourselves with these games and their environments and what can happen.
We're creating the tulpa,
and then we're transposing what we see in the video game to reality. And reality, because our brain is spending hours a day in this fictional land, is trying to replicate it in reality with a quantum field. And so it's doing these weird things in the best way it can with our expectations of what we see. Just some food for thought there, Angry Leprechaun.
It's funny you say that, because in the game, the reason the exclusion zone was created is because there were underground labs in the Chernobyl region, and they were tapping into what's called in the game the noosphere, where basically it's like a union collective consciousness, but it's where people are all collected in this sphere, this like untapped in atmosphere, and much of these scientists tried to tap into it to eliminate things like poverty and hunger and stuff, and just all the negative shit that is in our minds. They tried to eliminate because we're all tapped into the noosphere, and they fucked up, and that spawned the zone, and that's why the zone has all this weird shit going on.
I should be writing for video games. Oh my lord. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean,
the story is awesome.
Art imitates life, and life imitates art. It's yin and yang. But you should know you can't technologically remove bad things, especially from people's minds. You got to have that yin and yang. You got to have that dark recess of the mind in order for you to feel happiness. You can't feel like a blissful idiot 24/7. There's a yin and yang to everything. There's a good, there's evil, there's a light and dark side. Didn't we learn anything from Star Wars?
I know, right? But yeah, and that was like the point of the game, though. It's like whenever you try to eliminate bad shit, worse shit comes out, because that's what the zone was spawned. There were a bunch of these mutants and shit. And just Google Stalker Bloodsucker or Stalker Snork, SNORK. Some of the scariest shit I've ever seen.
It's not true. That's impossible.
All right. Hey, Angry Leprechaun, we're going to jump to the next story, okay?
All right. See you, Mike.
Bye.
A leprechaun.
Bye. Later.
There goes a drop, dude. There goes a leprechaun.
Everyone needs their own calling card right there.
Yeah, everyone needs their own drop.
Okay, thank you for your call.
Yes, a leprechaun called it. That's our first one. He's our only leprechaun that we
he didn't sound too well. He sounded angry that maybe the fact that that anything you did got worse.
Yes. Yeah. So we have
that was a great call, man. That was interesting.
Yeah, good, very good calls today. Everyone's going to go in the Cave of Honor very soon. All these calls.
Well, relating to